all the circulation that gets to the eyes, the ears, the nasal passages, the throat, the teeth and gums, to the face, the skin, to the scalp, to the pituitary and pineal glands, for instance, to some of the other glands here, lymphatic glands, excuse me, along here. All of this has to come through the neck. Now, something we don't hear a lot about is the energy that flows through the neck also. Most of us are more familiar with circulation, but all of it comes through this area. So a tightness in the neck will restrict the flow of blood. And so we have the corresponding ill effects of reduced blood flow and reduced energy flow. So by keeping the neck loose and exercising it from time to time, we improve all of this. And maybe most important of all for most of us is, again, the flow of blood to the brain. So we want to improve circulation and energy to the brain. Now, in my practice, I have found that these simple movements with the head, neck movements, if you will, head movements, have been one of the greatest results I have ever seen in improvement for people with pain of the neck. I've had people who've had chronic pain for 10, 20 years, and with these very simple movements, they've been able not only to alleviate the pain, but in a sense to cure it once and for all, to loosen up the neck and find that they can work for longer periods of time, drive an automobile, work at a computer, and first of all, don't get the pain that they used to, but if they start to get some pain or tightness, loosen up the neck again. This is very important for office workers and for people who are traveling and driving. Now watch what we're going to do. And I can give you case history after case history. One of the best ones I had one day was a man, and is 83 years old, who I was working with privately, who could barely move his head. And he said, it's getting to where I can't look back to back up my automobile. I can't see behind me. I can't turn my head. How much could he turn? He was about like this and this. I gave him these techniques to do. We did them several times. This was about 11 o'clock in the morning. The next day I said, now I want you to practice 3 or 4 times, 6 times preferably, until I get back tomorrow, and let's see how you are. The next morning I came, he said, look, I want to show you something. It was like his neck had never had a problem. I said, wow, that's wonderful. Did you practice it some after I left yesterday? He said, I didn't stop practicing. I practiced since you left here right up until you came again. He said, I'm amazed. I have complete movement of my head and neck. Okay? Again, very simple, but here's what we're going to do. First, let the head come forward and down, and just relax the back of the neck. Just keep releasing tension. Now understand, you're not trying to force this stretch. What you're trying to learn is to relax better. Now come up and back and relax. Just keep releasing tension. Forward and down. Up and back. Enjoy the experience. Forward and down. Now, in the forward down position, let your head come from side to side a little bit. And kind of make that like a side to side, and then make it a little further, and a little further till you're coming all the way up over the right shoulder, then roll down on the bottom of the circle up over the left. Come up and back and rock from side to side. Go all the way over to the left shoulder, come back, roll over to the right. Just continue in this manner. Now come to center. Continue the rhythm of slow, deep, complete diaphragmatic breathing. If you heard some cracking when you moved your head, don't worry about it. That tends to go away the more we practice. In my own case, I can loosen up my neck where there's no noise at all when I move it around, and then sit to meditate for a couple hours, and when I'm finished it can go crunch, 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 and that's because it just has been still. But if I loosen it up again, then the noise disappears. Okay, let's go to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, now while leaning to the left, kind of go forward and backward with the head, over the left shoulder. Lean to the right and go forward and backward. Come to center. Now twist the head to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Now facing left, go all the way up and back, forward and down. Try to go through the full range of motion, so as you come up and back while facing left, you come way, way back. As you come forward and down, all the way down till your chin comes almost to the collarbone. Turn to the front. Now turn all the way to the right. Go all the way up and back, all the way forward and down. Come to center. Now what happens if you feel some pain as you do this? Just go a little easier in that area. Move more slowly. Don't try to push through pain. We never ever want to create more pain. Okay? Just keep relaxing. You'll find that as you relax better, as you're more gentle with your body, that the pain will start kind of dissolving, disappearing. Let the head come forward and down. Now slowly roll the head up over the right shoulder to the rear. Down over the left and continue, making a large, easy circle. Reverse the direction, come up over the left shoulder to the rear, down over the right. And now for a special treat, move your head in whatever way feels the best to your neck. Come to center. Slow, deep, complete diaphragmatic breathing. And now let's add another dimension to this breathing. As you're breathing slowly, deeply, and completely, as you're breathing silently through the nostrils, feel that you're breathing in and out of the part that's been stimulated. Mainly the neck, going up from the neck to the face and head, going down from the neck to the shoulders, upper chest and back. And feel that your breath is energizing every single cell in this area.